the World of Colour parade came about from a discussion with Walk the Plank about it'd be really good to put a parade on that was centred around the theme of Nelson Mandela's speeches about his dreams and aspirations for a rainbow nation within South Africa. How do you make this sort of speech a reality in a format that's sort of, you know,
highly visual?
Highly visual, it's fun, it's engaging to people of all ages, from different communities, from different cultures.
What makes a rainbow was the starting point, wasn't it?
Which was then quite easy, wasn't it?
Which
when we
was
touched on that.
Charles's genius idea was, you take sunshine and you add rain, mix the two together, and what do you get? A rainbow.
People get to know that if you've been in this country for many years or you've just come to this country, one of the preoccupations is talking about the weather, isn't it? So we knew that we were going to possibly get a lot of applications because we put it out to tender through City Arts News and various other networks. We
engaged 10 artists as part of the project and 3 choreographers. We got a lot of applications from artists wanting to collaborate with each other. All the artists were local, all from the Hull and surrounding areas, and we did get applicants from out of town, which were great. They didn't have the local knowledge to understand where we were coming from and what we wanted to create. We're not replicating an Afro-Caribbean carnival, and we're not doing we're not creating an Indian Mela style carnival or anything like that. We're trying to do something that's really quirky, really British. More than that, something that's really Hull.
I'm going to say it's that wholeness factor, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. We matched up, our plan for the theme of the parade with artists that we felt were most suited to those particular areas, as well as upskilling the artists that we'd hired. We used the whole experience to learn new techniques ourselves.
Yeah, it was definitely Handmade Parade for me. That it's the process that Handmade Parade have for really working with a community and actually totally bedding themselves in. So how they empower members of the community to actually make the stuff themselves and be a part of it.
They showed us their sort of great cardboard sculpture technique, and we kind of really was really influenced by that method.
And they've got a sort of, there's always an undercurrent of a sort of a sense of humour.
The festival directors, Walk the Plank, supported us amazingly well from the very beginning. Then they allocated us a production director, I suppose, or something, and this production director met with us on a fortnightly basis throughout the whole process. But we did hire in a couple of samba bands, and some costumes and large-scale sculptures, but only from West Yorkshire and the Manchester area. We secured the use of 2 other premises, especially for this project. One was a shop unit at Princes Quay Shopping Centre through East Street Arts and the Creative and Cultural Company, which we used for a good 3 months. We also secured a garage premises as well down English Street.
Members of the public were coming into the Princes Quay to make small makes, costumes, and get their components of the parade.
Absolutely, rather than artists making lots of things and just then saying
handing
to everybody, "Here, you're a so-and-so for the day, you carry that." That wasn't our plan.
No, really. Never has been, has it? We really wanted to involve and engage as many people from across the whole community. So we did some pieces of work that we saw as outreach work, a dementia support group in East Hull and a local care provision centre that they provide personal assistance for young people with learning disability and physical disabilities.
We got families, very motivated individuals and small groups and families coming as well. So we did a parade maker camp down Willoughby Road, Ainthorpe, Youth Centre,
I did
and we did
Preston
one
Road, didn't I?
one in
Freedom.
Preston, down at Freedom Centre in
Yeah.
Preston Road, and then we took the Parade Maker Camp to
Orchard Park, wasn't it?
St Michael's
St
Youth
Michael's on
Centre as
Orchard
well.
Park.
We did find 3 different musical outfits that did take part in the procession from the local community. So,
And we had a few strolling individual players that
Yes.
came as duos and stuff
Yes.
that provided just little touches of music
Yeah.
within the sort
Yeah.
of vast spectrum of things
Yeah.
going on. Yeah.
well, we engaged 3 local choreographers to work with specific community groups on some processional movement.
A lady that came through from Manchester, Ruth Jones, that worked with the choreographers, giving them some training in CPD on the idea of processional dance.
The choreographers themselves engaged local dance troupes and groups that they had
maybe worked
contact
with.
with. Yeah.
When you actually see it laid out, I think I remember there's that moment of coming out of the Princess Key, and I was one of the last people to come out, and it's
Right.
like, it's massive.
You can plan it on paper,
Yeah.
but you know, there's no way of knowing what it looks like.
Yeah.
Everybody started arriving, you know, large elephants on the back of trucks came from Headland Bridge. We had staggered arrival times for everybody, so that they could come, grab their costumes, get ready, you know, and then move into the unit next door or across the way.
Everybody just seemed so just excited, and just it was up there, wasn't it? Yeah, so we're coming under the Myton Bridge. That was a moment that lots of people talked about, and it really amplified the sound. So we had the samba band in front of us and rhythm pictures behind, and the sound just got massive, and everybody just sort of went crazy at that point.
Sundown, sundown.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a large warehouse full of very colourful paper items. We especially commissioned 2 large metal float bases, and within a month after the parade we built a giant whale and took it to the Cornucopia Festival. We used one of the float bases, and we rented it out to the Gull Bonfire Project, and built a 6 metre by 2 metre Zeppelin.
And we stupidly tried to bring the sunshine to a very rainy bonfire night in Bilton.
We'd like to do definitely more large-scale parades and processions.
Yeah, Lord Mayor's Parade probably again.
Yeah,
for
absolutely,
definite.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd love to be part of that. I'd love to be part of Freedom Festival again.
Working with local musicians and maybe bringing some sort of special training in from out of the area to train people upon making music processionally and getting people out in the streets, so we can have more local acts.
Also, you know, we'd love to do some winter lantern projects as well, you know, and so we it's not just in the summer months that this kind of thing happens.
And there was a huge Jack Frost that Steve Elliott and Amanda made, which I'm sure some of the CPD and training that they accessed on colours helped them and sort of spurred them on to think bigger and bolder.
Absolutely. Yeah, hopefully inspire all 10 artists that we engaged to go on and keep and produce similar sorts of things for different projects at different times.
Yeah, let's hope so.
It did feel like this is just the beginning. We've kind of almost sort of laid our cards on the table and said, look, this is what we can do, you know, where next?
Yeah.